USDA is reporting one of the smallest counts of cattle in decades. Cattle inventory is down 3% in 2023, down to the lowest amount of beef cows in 61 years. Ranchers blame drought and a lack of profitability. It's driving some of them out of the business. The dropping cattle numbers come as demand for beef remains high all across the country, and yes, that will lead to higher prices.
Well, CBS 4 is honoring Black history, and tonight
we are looking at Indiana's connections to the Tuskegee Airmen. Birchelle Edmay introduces us to two of the first Black fighter pilots.
Flying through the blue and white clouds, the red tails soar. The skies, these three colors woven together like the American flag. Yet the Black men behind those combat planes would fight for freedom in more than one way.
It was an experiment initially, but these pilots, with that determination and just the skill sometimes that youth has, the daring that young people have, these flyers were determined to prove that they had it.
And he did. And they did, right?
They did. They certainly did.
The Tuskegee Airmen, an experiment since the military did not allow African Americans to train as combat pilots or to serve alongside white soldiers. Brazil native Major Charles Hall left his college pre-med courses and eventually enrolled in a rigorous experiment for a Black-only squadron. The Hoosier would become the first Black Army fighter pilot to shoot down enemy aircraft, protecting hundreds of fellow soldiers throughout his career.
I would see those fighter jets take off. They were 105, F-105. I would think of my dad.
Charles Hall Jr. now carries the Hoosier Heroes legacy, having followed in his dad's footsteps, briefly serving in the Army.
People understood that given the opportunity, the African American, male or female, could render service, learn, understand, and do the hard things in life just as well as anyone else.
These Black fighter pilots captured headlines. Their skills, intellect, and training proved they weren't just good, they were great. And maybe, just maybe, an integrated military and an integrated country could work.
They were humble as well. You know, it wasn't I use the word Top Gun. This wasn't just a fluke. This wasn't just a one-time event. And because of that, they paved the way for many, many more minorities and females to begin to say, oh, if they could do this, I can do this.
This was a mural that is in St. Louis.
The Indiana Aviation Hall of Fame just inducted Major Hall, who later went on to work for the FAA after his service. His legacy was honored just as that of another Hoosier Tuskegee Airman, Lieutenant Colonel Charles DeBow.
He just always wanted to try to make other people successful.
The lieutenant colonel was in the first class of 5 Black men who graduated from the Tuskegee Academy. The Indy native answered the call first for patriotism.
The second reason he joined the United States Army Air Corps was he said he wanted to go out and make the 12 million African Americans in the United States proud. He wanted to improve their quality of life and improve their quality of opportunity.
Third, for family. He flew to make his parents proud, including his dad, a Buffalo soldier. Today, retired Captain William DeBow upholds his dad's and granddad's legacy, having served 30 years in the Navy. The Tuskegee Airmen set the example in civilian life too, becoming the first Black teacher at Howe High School, instructing night courses at his alma mater, Crispus Attucks, and later becoming an IUPUI lecturer. These two Tuskegee Airmen and more than 1,000 other Black pilots fought for the country in a time when it wouldn't always fight for them. But now, because of the red tails, because of these Hoosier heroes, the American flag can fly high.
Birchelle, thank you. And you can learn more about efforts to diversify the aviation industry online at cbs4indy.com. Just click on Black History Month under the News tab on the top of our homepage. And we hope you join us next week to celebrate and explore Hoosier Black history. Our 30-minute special starts at 7:30 p.m. February 23rd, right here on CBS 4.
Next at 5, closer to the heart, the breakthrough that could increase